live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right.
Who likes good news? Everyone? Then good news, everyone!
What's going on, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. Welcome to my channel on this Friday. It's Good Friday. It's Good News Day, and I'm so excited to be here to report some much-needed good news because I know we could all really use it. I know I could. That's why I do the show every week on Fridays to remind you that there's still good going on in the world. There's still good humans. There's still cute animal. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. All that good stuff. Things are happening. Even though the news may not always show you the best of the best, usually it shows you the worst of humanity. But I'm here to remind you that there's still good out there. And that is why I do this show every Friday. So if you're watching over on Rumble or YouTube or even on Twitter X, whatever, smash the like, share the stream, all the good stuff. Let everyone know what's going on over here because sometimes YouTube doesn't send out notifications and all that good stuff. As you can tell, I'm in a new environment. I think something feels off, says Uncle Martin. Well, you are right, because I am out of the closet. I've been in the closet for like 4 years since I started this YouTube journey. I was inside the little walk-in closet with my little space, and finally I got a standing desk, and now I'm standing up so I can dance and move around and sing and do all the weird stuff that I always do sitting down, but now I can actually like move my body and get even more into it. So hello everybody. What's going on, Danny? Coming in here with an early super chat for $10 says infinite love to Nina and friends. Well, thank you, Dan. You are so sweet and always supporting me. So thank you. I appreciate this very much on this lovely day. I hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Friday to you all. Does it feel weird to see me like this and not in a closet? Is it weird? I don't know if it's weird. I feel like it might be a little bit weird. Just, because it's different. Record of Lotus War. Yes. I mean, this has been always there, but it's usually off because it was always on the side and you couldn't really see it. So it's up here now. I'm planning on maybe getting a little bit of a something for on this side, something new, but I haven't decided what yet. So it'll change as time goes on. What's going on, Russell? Speaking of Russell I guess Russell reminded me of something that happened this morning. And I wanted to kind of make a comment about it. Usually we don't talk about weird stuff on this show, like cancel culture and things like that. That's usually my Wednesday show. But I wanted to make a little bit of a exception today, because this morning I saw John Malin at C2E2, and I reported on the fact that he got canceled. And this morning he was there at the convention. And when I tuned in, right as I tuned in, he was getting escorted off the premises by a security guard because he was not supposed to be there. But it was the reason I'm reporting on this right now for this show, for the Good News Show, is because he spoke with a security guard that was trying to escort him off to outside. And he spoke to him in a really respectful manner. And he explained to him his point of view and where it was coming from. And the security guard listened to him. And that human connection that was made the security guard stop what he was doing and led John back into the convention. And so he actually didn't get kicked off the premises, and he's there right now enjoying C2E2 because one good human was able to hear him out, make that human connection, listen to him, see that clearly he's not doing anything wrong there, and was able to let him go and enjoy the weekend. So I hope that John and everyone there enjoys what's going on. But it was just really interesting to see the human connection element of what was going on, because that's what I always talk about on this show, is that even when it comes to cancel culture and things like that, it's a lot more difficult to cancel someone in person or treat somebody badly when you're face to face, making eye contact, explaining yourself, being respectful, having that human connection helps so much. And this is why they want to divide us. They want to bombard you with bad news, and they want to bombard you with all these divisive things because they want us separated. They don't want us to get together and discuss things in a cordial and respectful manner, because that's what this leads to, is people thinking independently. And that is all that matters. And that's why I thought that was good. It's a bit of a good news situation. And I wanted to report that because I thought it was really cool. So cool on that security guard, especially. I mean, obviously C2E2 hasn't made the best decisions, but this was a good decision by one security guard, and hopefully the rest of it goes well. And over on Rumble, hello. Thank you, Alpha Zero Omega, saying greetings and salutations. Hello to you and to everybody else out there. And Russell's saying that security guard is probably canceled now. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But it doesn't matter. At this point, it doesn't matter, because the point of that moment was the human connection that was made. So what happens afterwards, we don't know. We don't know. But that connection is what's important. Thank you, Steel Leg of History, for the $2. Says, so proud of you, be blessed, and I am proud of you as well. Thank you for the super chat and the support. You're very, very nice. Hello, Salty Saiyan. Hello, everybody. Yes, keeping the hope up. That is my job. That is what I'm here to do, to report good news. And let's start off today with some really interesting, news coming from, of course, of all places. Where else do we usually see this kind of news? Of course, it's from England, because it's so old over there. They always find weird stuff in old houses. And this is a stunned couple finds 14th century medieval gargoyle hidden behind their toilet. My gosh, like that is something you don't expect to find hidden behind a toilet. This thing here, that is weird. My goodness. Ooh, look, let me try my new layout that I made. Ooh, there we go. New layout. How cool is that? All right. Let me go back to this. A British couple was left stunned when they found a medieval gargoyle hidden inside their bathroom. Tracy and Rory Worcester were cleaning their bathroom when they made the grotesque discovery: a stone-carved sprite concealed under a wooden panel. The couple searched for answers after removing the shelf in their Grand Eye listed rental home, a building or site listed as having exceptional national architectural or historical importance. Experts at Lincoln Cathedral believe the ghoulish figure forms part of a historical drainage system dating back to the 14th century. I couldn't believe it, said the father of three. I shouted up to my wife and said, I found a thing. Well, you sure found a thing, all right. I mean, this thing, can you imagine, like, you just like look behind a panel and this thing is staring back at you? Like, that is creepy. That is creepy. And it's kind of cool. It's like, is it haunted? The whole of the house has kind of hollow wailing. So we immediately thought there could be more. In fact, we're almost certain now the previous occupant had been there for 20 years. So surely they knew, but we had absolutely no clue it was there. There is the panel that they lifted, and then they found this thing. My gosh, that's it. That's where they found it. The couple just moved in on March 1st, and Tracy just thought it was a shelf and wasn't sure why people decided to cover it. Well, I mean, it's kind of creepy. Like this face, I don't, like staring at you while you're going to the bathroom. I think I can understand why they wanted to cover it up. It's ugly and creepy and weird. So I can see it. The couple just moved in on March 1st, and Tracy just thought it was a shelf and wasn't sure why people decided to cover it up. Their home on Vickers Court is owned by a Lincoln Cathedral and is believed to be the home of a former Vicar. It was well documented back to the 14th century, but not that many people around here know it would have been for a Vicar. And I think it was just a kitchen sink. A survey of ancient houses in Lincoln, Volume 2, says houses to the south and west of the Minster in 1887 first recorded the carving as a grotesque mask which formed the drain. This is the picture of the house. Look at these English houses. So old and cool. Because we don't own the house, we just can't pull down the wall. My plans for it are just to enjoy it because of how interesting it is. I have a desire to upkeep it. It makes it even more special. The house is so interesting. If by interesting you mean haunted, I agree. It looks haunted. People are correcting my pronunciation of Vicar. Vicar. I thought it was Vicar. 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 Look, two different pronunciations. Vicar. Vicar. So who's right? Vicar. Vicar. Who knows? Because this is what English is. No one understands it ever. Russell Hall, thank you for the 2, says, you seem flustered. Everything okay? I seem flustered? I'm fine. No, this isn't like that dog that's like sitting in like the house of fire and is going, I'm fine. Or things are fine. No, I'm seriously fine. I don't know. Why am I flustered? Maybe it's the coffee. I've had a lot of coffee today. I don't know. Am I weird? Is it this? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I think I'm okay. I don't know. There you go. Hard R. Vicar. Beaker. This just became a words are hard. Thank you. Just exactly. This is what happened. This is why I decided to come up with that show. Words are hard because of this exact thing that happens every week where I can't pronounce anything. Salty over on Rumble says, no one's okay anymore. We're all going crazy. This is true. That's why I do this show, so I can try and bring back some sanity into the world. So there we go. That's what's going on. You look frozen, pale light, purple lips, frizzy hair. My hair's not frizzy. This is just my regular hair. It's called curly hair, man. Do you know how much product is in this to make it not be frizzy? A lot. My gosh. There is a bit of a cool light going on, though, because there's a window on this side. So I think it's making it cooler. Vicars be crazy, yo, says Russell for 2. Thank you. Do you want to try and pronounce a Bulgarian word? I'm going to have to hit you up. Yes. Let's circle back to this. We're going to have to get you on a words are hard where you can teach me Bulgarian words. That would be fun. That would be fun. All right, next story. And this next story is truly inspiring. I feel like there's a lot of inspiring stuff going on here. I don't think I can show the full video. Well, first of all, the full video is 6 minutes long, but also I'm pretty sure they're going to claim me because it is from the Guinness World Records, but we will watch parts of it. And it's truly inspiring. Canadian grandmother shatters Guinness World Record for longest plank. This comes from Alberta, Canada, where Donna Jean Wild, a grandmother and retired educator, has set the new Guinness World Record for the longest female abdominal plank. This woman is next level. Like, I mean, this is amazing. She is absolutely, she's a boss. I mean, this is not a lot of people can do this. Not a lot of people can do this. Let's watch what she had to endure. She's a grandma.
She used to be a vice principal.
I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. So inspiring. So inspiring. I love it. I thought it was a really cool story. Overcoming the odds, overcoming a disability, like something that happens to you and you're like, oh my God, like I can't work out the way I used to. What do I do? And then you get creative and do what she did and then set a world record. Amazing, inspiring, fantastic. And also showing that you can do this kind of stuff at any age. The only limitation is what you set on yourself. And the limitations we set on ourselves is a big deal. We have to overcome. That's the power of will, right? Like you have to overcome all of these things in your own brain telling like, you can't do it. You're too old. Your wrist is messed up. This is going on. This is going on. That's the power of will and how you strengthen that. Just like a muscle, you got to strengthen the power of your will. So that is, it was really cool. It was a cool story. I wanted to share that with you. Yes, it's all about your core and your abs. I mean, you have to do a lot of work. In the video too, they were saying like her daughter-in-law was like, I would get up at 3 a.m. and then just be like, oh my God, grandma's lights on at 3 a.m. Like she must be planking. And then she'd go over to her house and plank with her. It's like really interesting and kind of cool. I love it. I love those kind of stories. There's a 3 a.m. in the morning. Yes. Yes, there is. Okay, next story. And this story is really, 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 really sweet. This is the story of someone who dedicates their life to something that they enjoy and they love. And the connection, again, the human connection that you make when you do things that you love to do and how much people appreciate the effort that you put in. That is the story of this gentleman right here. Oh my God. This is such a good story, you guys. I love this story. Neighborhood celebrates adored UPS driver who retires after 42 years. This comes from Missouri, and this is the gentleman right here. And we're going to watch that story right here.
In Sunset Hills, one neighborhood came together in a heartfelt display of sign language.
Susie, will you pull this off? Yes.
It tells the story of how one man's small acts of kindness gradually wove him into the very fabric of a community. For more than 4 decades at United Parcel Service,
7144.
Ricky McWoods has been a friendly face in a brown uniform,
7522.
the guardian of precious cargo, and the bearer of countless smiles.
He's a hard worker, he's reliable, he does a great job. Just an incredible guy. Everybody respects him a lot.
There have been a lot of changes in the last 42 years, from the digital tools that streamline his deliveries to the very vehicles that carry him from door to door.
All of our trucks used to be manual transmissions.
Wow, that's
and they
crazy.
were very slow trucks. Now all the trucks are automatic
things.
and they get up and go.
But in a world where package deliveries are often impersonal, Ricky McWoods found a way to turn each one into a moment of genuine connection.
he goes above and beyond. I've never met anyone who cares and really loves their job, and he really shows it. So we're really going to miss him.
It's been real. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, my man.
So when this community learned that Ricky was retiring, they knew they had to do something special.
Makes me think of the corner store owner that used to be, and you'd go in and they knew everybody in the neighborhood. They knew your family. That's Ricky.
On his next to last day, he drove up to a surprise going away party, complete with signs, balloons, and even a cake.
Aw, that's so sweet. They loved him so much.
It was very emotional. I saw one sign, I was just like, what's going on? Then I saw all the other signs, and I saw a couple of more with my name on it, and it just, my heart is full.
And it seemed that everyone at the party was sharing a story of Ricky's kindness.
My middle daughter was in a panic after a dress didn't arrive, and they contacted Ricky. He made a special trip and got it to her just in time.
I had this rug that needed to be returned, and I didn't have a sticker. I didn't have anything, and he literally came back the next day, wrapped it up for me, wheeled it out, and he just is amazing.
Ricky's retirement will leave a void, and not just for the grown-ups.
I'm gonna miss you guys more. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Whenever he comes to the door, he talks to us, and he's always asking us about our sports.
There you go.
I know it.
And our dog, I don't know what she's going to think, because every brown truck she sees, she starts drooling. He never forgets to leave treats for the dogs.
As a final touch, neighbors pooled their resources to etch their gratitude onto a plaque that reads, "In appreciation of your many years of dedicated service."
The customers are what makes our jobs, possible. They can make or break us, and these people have made me. There we go.
In a world where so much can change, Ricky McWoods has been a constant.
I'm just so happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
This is amazing, and it really is a testament to show how much they really appreciate him.
Okay, everybody, squeeze together. Let's get some pictures for Ricky. Let's send him off.
In Sunset Hills, a UPS driver is retiring. But the love and appreciation he's delivered will last for years to come.
We're really going to miss him.
That's so beautiful. I love that. What a great story. This was such a good story, you guys, wasn't it? It just really shows the power of human connection and kindness. And again, like what happens when you enjoy doing what you do, and how you can affect your community, and how you can affect your neighbors and the people around you. You can have a positive impact on all of these people. It's just really good to see. This is what it means to be good humans. You don't get a lot of great recognition for it all the time, but sometimes things like this happen, and it's really, really sweet to see. Oh, that is such a sweet comment. Thank you. I appreciate that very much, because I've been hearing my hair is frizzy and I look pale and weird. So this was very, very needed right now. Thanks, Diane. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, next story. And this is like the next couple of stories are going to be like amazing superhero, good human stories that are just about the power of people when they come together and what they can achieve. It's kind of really amazing. So here's this is the first story here. And it says, Good Samaritans band together to overturn flipped car and rescue trapped woman. How crazy is this? A group of strangers in Tennessee jumped into action, banding together to overturn a flipped car and rescue a woman trapped inside. I believe there's a story here. Yes, there is. Here we go. Look at that. Good humans. Restoring faith in humanity. How crazy. How cool. What a cool story. I love that. This is what it's all about. Getting together and helping people in times of need. And what is going on with my screen? It's kind of frozen. Hang on a second. Technical difficulties. Blah, blah, blah. The group of 8 men and women successfully turned the car upright and helped the woman whose airbags had engaged. Carolina Carlos, who filmed the video, said that the woman inside the vehicle was unharmed and that the group waited for the officials to arrive. She said that she filmed the moment to highlight the kindness shown by the group of strangers. I feel hope in the community because I see all the bad news around the world. Carlos told WKRN, I saw some people help and the people had good intentions. Wow. Isn't that what this show always preaches, that there is good things going on and the hope in the community? I mean, this is what it's all about, guys. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing to see when people step up. 201 Studios. Hello. Happy Friday, beautiful lady. Standing upstream for $2. He says, yes, I am out of the closet. 201 Studios. I am now standing up. I could sit down as well. I figured we'll make it through like halfway of the show and then I'll sit down when I feel like sitting down. The light continuously changes because the window here. I'm gonna have to do something about the lighting probably at some point. But I don't usually do a lot of day streams, so I don't really think about the lighting. But I have to figure that out. Hello. Oh, hey, Equality. Hello. I like your name. Hello. Yes, I am. I'm out and proud. It's true. I'm out of the closet, guys. It's happened. Okay, here's the next story. And this one is the highlighted story of the week because, again, this is what this is all about. Man, people coming together to rescue a life in the face of absolute danger and chaos. It is kind of incredible what these people went through. And it's this story here. 7 Good Samaritans rescue a man trapped in a burning car on Interstate 94. This is in Minnesota. And this is the story here. Here we go.
We're going to start things off here with some absolutely incredible video. A dramatic rescue on I-94 captured on camera. A Brooklyn Park man was one of several bystanders who jumped into action to rescue a motorist who was trapped inside a burning car last night. Fox 9's Maury Glover joins us now from the newsroom with more on his story. It's a good one, Maury.
Well, that Good Samaritan says watching the video is like watching a movie. And thanks to several cameras on his car, we see the tense moments play out before our eyes.
It was just like the scariest moment of my life.
Kadir Tola says he was on his way to visit a couple of clients in St. Paul when he came across a crash moments after it happened.
I saw a car on fire. And
crazy.
I was like, oh, probably somebody's in there.
The State Patrol says a Honda ran off the road on I-94 near Snelling Avenue, hit a light pole, and burst into flames around 6:30 Thursday evening.
Wow.
Tola was one of several Good Samaritans who pulled over and ran to help.
That could have been me one day, you know? What would happen if I was in that situation and my life is on the hands of strangers that I don't even know?
Tola says the bystanders tried
Look
frantically
at
to
that.
get the driver out.
He was saying, pull me out, pull me out, pull me out.
But the door was blocked by the guardrail.
We could
What a
crack the door a
nightmare.
little bit, you know, give him a little air.
As the flames kept inching closer and closer.
It was actually smacking us on our face, but we just jumping back.
At one point, Tola grabbed a piece of plastic from the side of the road and tried to break the window to no avail. Eventually, a highway helper smashed the glass, and the bystanders were able to pull the man to safety just in the nick of time.
Yay!
Right after we got him out, the fire started going inside the car from the driver's side. And then, I mean, I wish you...
Look at that. He could have
hear the sound
died.
when the tires going off, it feels like, you know, you watch like a action movie. But I'm glad he got out on time. So.
Tola says it wasn't until later he realized the cameras on his car had captured the entire experience.
and he is grateful he was able to lend a helping hand to someone in need.
This is something that I will never forget. I will always remember this.
Now, the State Patrol says the driver didn't have any serious injuries, but paramedics took him to Regents Hospital to be evaluated just in case. The crash also started a small grass fire, which firefighters in St. Paul were able to put out quickly, but pretty remarkable what they were able to do.
Boy.
In the newsroom, Maury Glover.
You can say that again. I mean, that was incredible. It was incredible. It was an incredible rescue, a full team effort of so many people coming together to open that door. Interesting thing about the window, I have this weird pen thing. It's like an all around pen. I can't explain it. It's in my purse. Like I would show it to you, but I have it, and I'm like on the end of it, like it's got like a knife, and it's got not a knife, it's got a little blade, and it's got this like pointed tip on the end where you can like smash the window. Like if you're trapped in a car, like just like with what happened with this, like they needed the tool that I have is like that. I'm guessing that's what that highway person had is like, it's like this tool. I got it off Amazon. I highly recommend that people get that because it also has the little blade so that you can cut yourself free from the seatbelt because sometimes you get stuck in there. So get that for yourselves just in case. It's one of the, it's really helpful tool. Yes, everyone should have one of those in their glove box. Exactly. I have one in my purse just in case, because I don't usually drive. So like I have it in my purse just in case I'm in like somebody's car or something happens. I think I prepare for the worst. I hope for the best. But I prepare for the worst because that's what you're supposed to do in life. Because sometimes, bad things do happen. Steel Leg says, Nina, hey, my bank blocked my super chat for some reason, sending it again. Okay, well, try again, but if it doesn't come through, I don't know what to say. I don't want you to get double charged, so don't send it just in case. If you try it one more time and it doesn't come through, don't do it again, because just in case, I don't want you to get charged and not show your super chat. And it seems like it worked just fine. So here it is for $2. So proud of you. Be blessed. My bank blocked this. Well, it's good now. Your bank did not block this one. Thank you. Very nice of you. What a nice super chat. What a very, very nice super chat. Thank you. Okay. You know what we're going to do before we go to the next story? We're going to engage the transformation of the desk because I feel like sitting down now. So here we go. We're going to sit down. It's getting lower. Hello. Yay. Yay for sitting down, because I needed to sit now. It's time to sit. These desks are fun. Okay, let's go like this. They're not pants. They're shorts. I don't wear pants in Cancun. Oh, my neighbor's dog's going off. Ooh, very nice. I would like to own one of these desks one day. It is very worth it. It is very, very worth it. I highly recommend. Okay. So the next story, actually the next couple of stories are about very good humans that decide to donate organs to other human beings, which I always find to be the most incredible thing to do. Because you're literally giving a part of yourself to somebody else, especially when it's a stranger. I mean, it's one thing when somebody you love needs a kidney or something like that. And you're like, of course, here's like your husband, or you know what I mean? Like your mom or your dad or somebody in your family. You're like, yes, take a part of me. But Like when it's a stranger, it's really, really interesting. The kind of thought that goes behind people who donate organs. I think it's probably one of the highest empathetic things you could do for someone. So here's one story here saying a mom saved another mom's life after seeing a flyer in her son's Taekwondo studio. And this is really insanely cool. That is, in a heartwarming tale of compassion and human connection, Amanda Hayhurst, a mother of 2 from Georgia, saved the life of Vonchville Knight, a single mother desperately in need of a kidney transplant, after spotting a flyer in her son's Taekwondo studio. So this is the lady that saved this lady's life. And now they're really good friends, obviously, because, well, she saved her life. The flyer boldly declaring our mom needs a kidney caught Amanda's attention. And oh my God, this dog is like really distracting, you guys. Can you guys hear the dog? This is what it means to be on show business times. Like you're like, have to ignore this dog at all costs. And I couldn't do it. I had to break character. It's just like, as not a dog owner, it's just, okay, you know what? We're taking a break. It's like, I can't even go cut. So what happens when it's live? We're just going to chill for a moment. God bless all dogs. They're all great. Oh, quiet. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Okay. It stopped. Watch me share the article and then it's going to stop again or start again. Okay, here we go. The flyer boldly declared our mom needs a kidney, caught Amanda's attention and tugged at her heartstrings. It detailed Vonchell's 8-year-old long quest for a kidney donor, painting a poignant picture of a mother's struggle to stay alive for her 2 daughters. My heart broke as I thought about how desperately this woman needed a kidney and how desperately her girls needed their mama. Amanda shared, recalling the moment she felt an overwhelming urge to help. In the middle of the busy Taekwondo studio, God was calling me to donate my kidney to a woman I had never met. This is the ad that they had put on the studio. Can you imagine like kids writing this? I mean, this is like really, like, it's really powerful because this is somebody's kids, you know. She's someone's mom. My name is Vonchell Knight, and I have polycystic kidney disease. I am a single mom of 2 girls and have been on the transplant waiting list for 8 years. I'm desperately seeking a living kidney donor. I have O+ type blood. If your blood type doesn't match mine, you can still donate on my behalf in the Piedmont Paired Kidney Exchange Program or donor swap. While that means your kidney may go to a stranger, it assures that I will receive a kidney transplant. You don't have to be related to be a donor. With today's new surgical techniques, living kidney donors are usually out of the hospital within 2 days and back to work within a minimum of 2 weeks. Your gift will help save my life and someone else's. Let's step out on faith and try to create a chain of kidney transplants and save as many lives as we can along the way. Months of tests and blood work followed, culminating in the incredible news that Amanda was the perfect match for Vonchell. As the surgery's date approached, the 2 women had the opportunity to meet and form a bond that transcended their initial connection as donor and recipient. And so they were able to meet on December 12th, and this was the moment that she told her she's heard.
Yeah, my nurse jacket. I got it this year for Christmas.
Oh, I love Northside.
Yeah. Oh, yes. So this is one of the parents from the Taekwondo school.
My son goes to I'm Amanda.
Hi, Amanda. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So my son goes to Taekwondo where your daughter works.
Mm-hmm.
And a few months ago, I was there. My son was testing for his black belt, and my infant was fussy, so I took him to the corner of the room and was consoling him. And I saw your flyer with your story. And I was just reading it, and I just felt like God telling me to give me my kidney, and I kept reading it, and the past few months I've been getting tested, and I've been going through all of it, girl. I've been through all of it, and I was gonna wait to tell you. Oh my God! It was approved today.
Saved her life.
I just found out today, and I didn't want to tell you until I knew.
Good humans, man.
It's happening January.
Good humans.
25th. I wanted to wait till I had a date.
Date wrong and everything. I told Brandon, I was like, I think it's the first of the first week. It ain't even the first week. It's towards the end. Oh God, I'm so grateful.
8 years. She's had this disease for 8 years. She's been waiting.
I asked, she called me and she said,
Should the nurse do?
yeah, and she said, somebody's come forward, and I was like, I don't have a clue who it is.
Yeah.
You know, my fire's been going out everywhere, so I said, I'll just keep it a secret because I don't want it to fail.
Aww. She's been holding on to that for so long. And who could have told, like a flyer at a Taekwondo studio saved her life.
My family is so happy.
Merry Christmas.
Aw, Merry Christmas, she said.
I tell you, that's the one thing I always ask for Christmas was to find a donor. But I've been praying, and this year he said it was my time, and he would find me somebody. And I just kept it a secret. I've been knowing since, October 15th that somebody was doing it. Yeah, and I didn't want to tell anybody. I didn't want to mess it up.
You never know, right? Like you think, like, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want it to go away.
I love it.
It's really cool, man.
I started reading your story online, and I saw that you said this year is the year, and God told me, and I just know it. I'm like, oh, she has no idea, but it really is.
He told me
yes.
This was my season, and that I would go through a process. And I was like, I'll keep it to myself until he's ready to share it, and they'll come forward. Yeah. And you did.
So sweet. So very, 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 very sweet. I absolutely love that story. And that's not the only one today. There's another one too. But before I get to that, let me get a couple of these super chats that have come in. Russell Hall, thank you for the $2. Says, what are the odds of that hit a helium balloon up her butt? I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you for the $2. 201 Studios says for $2. Happy Friday. Oh, yep, I got that one. Thank you. And then 201 Studios again for $5 says, did you see another video where the people were rolling the car down the hill like a cheese roll? No, I didn't see that. You have to send me that. And then for $5 says, words every man wants to hear a woman says, I don't wear pants. It's too hot for pants in Cancun. And then for another $5, thank you, says, I donated a kidney once. I had fallen asleep on a park bench. Oh no, that's like that's not a volunteer donation. Oh no. That's dark, 201 Studios. Russell Hall is my hero for $1.99. Says, I have an organ I would like to donate to the ladies. Wow. That's wonderful. I think. Thank you. I don't know what to say to that. Darren says, wrapping the kidney is tricky. Yeah, that would be kind of tricky. And then Shane G says, I usually get I usually only get books or socks for Christmas. Man, people need to step up their game in your household, man. Here's a kidney. Merry Christmas. Los pantalones. I know that word. What's up, Horny Alf? How you doing? DL, thank you for the 31-month member message. Says Nina rocking the Melanie Mac stand-up desk. Is that what it is? Does Melanie Mac have like a thing on standing desks? That's funny. Thank you. I think X-Ray Girl has one too, doesn't she? My friend John had it. He's the first person that gave me the idea. Was John Talks. I was like, hey, get me one of those, because he would stand up and sit down. I thought I could really use one because I was having like leg problems. Yeah, Mel is always standing. Yeah, she's standing. She stands a lot now. Okay, so this is the next story. A tale of fate, generosity, and love. Two families united by life-saving liver donation. So this one is a liver donation, which is, I think, like even more intense than the kidney, because at least for the kidney, you have two. In 2022, Brendan Morgan faced devastating news. His chances of surviving liver disease were so slim that he was removed from a deceased donor list. His then girlfriend, Christina Benjamin, immediately stepped up, eager to be his donor. Despite her willingness, tests revealed that she wasn't a match for Brandon. Undeterred, Christina made a selfless decision to donate her liver to someone else in need. Wow. I mean, like that's incredibly giving. Like, it's like, oh, you're not a match for, your boyfriend that you wanted to help, but you could still donate it to someone else. I mean, most people would be like, nah, I think I'm good. Like, I think I'm going to keep my liver. But not her. She decided to donate it to somebody else. There she is, the lovely couple. Almost miraculously, shortly after Christina's decision to donate, Brandon received news that he had found a match. It was fate. Like, it was all meant to be, Christina told People magazine. So like right after she decided, you know what, I'm still going to donate my liver, somebody came and was like, here's a liver for you. So it's almost like it's karma or something. Christina's liver went to Peggy Miller, a 70-year-old woman who had been given just 3 to 6 months to live. Peggy and her husband had been preparing for the worst, even planning her funeral. It was a miracle, Peggy exclaimed. My husband and I just looked at each other. We were in disbelief that it was happening because we had accepted the fact that it wasn't going to happen. There they are, Christina and Peggy. She donated her liver to this woman here. Prior to the life-saving surgery, Peggy had a chance to meet Christina. Here comes Christy. Just a beautiful young girl, and I swear she had angel wings and a halo. Peggy fondly recalled. She's her angel. She saved her. So sweet. Meanwhile, Brandon was getting geared up for his transplant thanks to a liver donation from Philip Rothfield, a 34-year-old man. So here is the other donatee. As fate would have it, just days after their surgeries, Brandon proposed to Christina with the assistance of the hospital nurses. In a heartwarming twist, Philip and his family were present in the room to witness the proposal. Oh, how sweet. You guys. This is so sweet. Their extraordinary journey didn't end there. The 4 individuals brought together by their shared experience at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center have formed a deep bond. Brandon, Christina, Peggy, and Philip have continued to keep in touch, forging unique friendships that transcend their life-saving donations. They've spent time together. They spent time visiting each other, enjoying vacations, and celebrating holidays together. And of course, I'm sure that they're going to be lifelong friends. This is something that, builds a lifelong friendship. I have no doubt that is going to stand the test of time. How sweet. What a sweet story. People are saying the more you know about doing the liver donations. I didn't know that either. Apparently that's a thing. Here is another story about a very kind gentleman, a good human. This person works in the medical industry and was able to go above and beyond for another human being. Hometown hero recognized for act of kindness. This is his story here. Here we go.
Hospital. Typically, the heroes are wearing scrubs and carry stethoscopes, and the magic comes in the form of a treatment. But sometimes caregiving happens outside of a patient's room. That's where I talked to this week's hometown hero in Warren.
It doesn't cost much to be kind,
Ansley Davenport works security for Trumbull Regional Medical Center in Warren.
I noticed a guy, his feet was hurting.
One day, he was manning the desk in the emergency department when a gentleman came in.
I think he asked for something to drink, so we were trying to help him along. So I went and I got him a bottle of water, and we started talking, and he was in there for his feet.
The story could have ended there, but Ansley decided to take it a step further.
Me and another guard, we were in there, and I said, what kind of shoes you like? What size shoes you wear? And he said, yeah, I wear 12. I said, all right, well, I got a size 12 for you. I said, took them off, gave it right to him, and I actually finished the rest of my shift in socks.
For 45 minutes, Ansley sat at the desk without shoes. It was cold that day, but he didn't mind, because a kind act like that can only make you feel warm inside.
He looked at me and, he just huh? He was he was just surprised.
You never know what someone's going through until you walk a mile in their shoes. As for this patient, he knows there's a pretty great guy working security at Trumbull Regional.
Especially with a lot of things going on, a lot of bad going on in the world, it's always good to, be good and give to somebody, just keep it, pay it forward.
As Ansley says, you pay it forward, good things come back to you.
Oh, wow.
That's for you.
Man, I wasn't expecting that, man. This is awesome, man. Whoa. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. I thank everybody else. And, at 33, I really appreciate you guys.
How very, very
a great
sweet.
Guy there that I got to talk to.
Yeah, what a great guy. Good humans. Good humans. Yay, good humans. They're very hard to find. It's just like Aladdin says, like the diamond in the rough, And here is another amazing good news story. This is the kind of story that really gives you hope for, this generation. Because, sometimes you're watching these TikTok videos and going, oh my God, we're all doomed. But then you see stories like this, and it does really give one hope. Real quick, let me get this super chat here from 200 Watt Studios. Thank you for $5. Says, I told my ex once that I needed a liver transplant. She took me out for drinks. Wow. My goodness. That's love. You can see why she's your ex. Psychotic Mongoose just gifted a membership to the chat. So thank you, Psychotic Mongoose. If you were the lucky recipient of the gifted membership, you have Psychotic Mongoose to thank. Uncle Martin says, Nina, I just noticed that when you're sitting, the lighting is much better and you look great. Well, thank you. I feel like the light outside is changing. So every time the light changes, so does my lighting situation. It's weird. It's way easier to control lighting when it's nighttime. Okay. So the next story is about some really, really, really cool kids. And here we go. It says a teen with Down syndrome did not have a date to the prom, so her friends made sure it was unforgettable. What a cool story. Here are all the awesome kids that made her night super special. And here is that story.
It is prom season for high schoolers across Eastern Iowa. For one Eastern Iowa student, a group of friends went all out to make sure her big night was special. David Warrington shows us how an act of kindness turned into a special night and a lifelong memory.
I had the best night ever for my first prom.
Annie Schlarman is a junior at Monticello High School. Like most juniors, she was looking forward to her first prom, but didn't have any plans. She had a vision for what the night might be, but it became far more than she imagined.
We heard that Annie didn't have anyone to go with for prom, and we thought it would be so fun to make her night special. So we all got together, and we got to do so much fun stuff. Like, we get to go out to eat, and we went axe throwing, got ice cream.
Annie's mom, Sue, says as the mother of a child with Down syndrome, the gesture was everything she could hope for.
Beautiful
It just
gesture.
was a really special thing that they asked her to go, because when you have a child with a disability, you always hope that they're going to get the same opportunities as your other children. And so to have them have such a genuine and kind heart and reach out
So
to them and
nice.
ask Annie to go to prom was really something special.
Annie's friends say there's nobody more deserving of a special night than Annie.
And I really don't think there's anyone more deserving of it than Annie. I don't think I've ever met like more of a bright, like happy human. I mean, she's so caring. She's so fun. She's really genuine. She's always making jokes.
Annie fought back tears, explaining how much the night meant to her.
I had a lot of fun last night because, like, my friends are really nice to me and I love them. And they mean a lot to me.
For her friends, inviting Annie was a no-brainer.
Anyone in general should have this special night, and Annie especially deserves this more than anyone. So I'm glad we were able to do that for her.
Annie's sister Ellen is a teacher and says this is a great example of lessons she tries to pass along to her students.
And so I always impress on my students, how important learning is at school, but it's not just the academics that they're learning, but really shaping them into people. And this was just a beautiful example of what kindness and empathy looks like.
A simple act of kindness
it
by
is.
11 high school students that gave Annie a
Kindness
night she
and
will
empathy.
cherish forever.
Goes a long way.
Our thanks to David for that story. What a special moment and lesson for all of us. The night's activities also included dinner at Granite City in Cedar Rapids, axe throwing, as well as ice cream.
Axe throwing and ice cream sounds like a really good night. I went to an axe throwing place a few weeks ago, and they wouldn't let me axe throw because I was wearing sandals, and they were like, you have to be wearing shoes. And I was like, I kind of get that rule, because it's like if you drop the axe on your foot, that could be a recipe for disaster. So yeah, I'm glad they didn't let me axe throw with just sandals. Russell Hall, thank you for the $2, says, is it the best idea to give them throwing axes? Yes, it is. Absolutely. In a controlled environment, 100%. Ram Bam says, Nina, you didn't axe properly. Ba-dum-bumps. Okay, this comment got me. Hugh Dad says, I went for axe throwing and ice cream once. I'm still banned from Baskin Robbins. That's funny. Hey, Darren. Darren just gifted 5 memberships to the chat. Thank you so much, Darren. Darren is also the best mod of my channel. Thank you very much for all the help and the gifted memberships, man. You did not have to do this. But if you received a membership, make sure you thank Darren because he just gifted 5. Really appreciate you. Thank you. God, that comment was so funny. I don't know why that got me so bad. You know what's weird is like lately I've been having like I've had a what's the word? I have a craving for not Baskin and Robbins, but like Dairy Queen ice cream cake. Like I haven't had Dairy Queen ice cream cake since I was like really young, like since I was like 12, 13. And do you guys remember, like, do you remember the Dairy Queen ice cream cakes where they would have like the chocolate, like fudge in the middle with like the cookie crumbs? I don't know why. I have that taste. Like I just have the craving for that for some reason. But it's like I don't want to go to a Dairy Queen and buy a giant ice cream cake for myself because I feel like A, that's like really fattening, and B, like I'm just gonna have like one bite. I don't want to have like one bite of a giant cake and then just throw it out. TD, thank you for the 9-month member message. Says, just to remind you how awesome you are, my friend. And next time, wear proper shoes. Yeah, I know. I wasn't expecting axe throwing to be there. I definitely am going to wear the proper shoes next time. See, the thing is with Cancun, again, like, just like I don't usually wear pants, I also don't wear shoes. Like my shoes, my go-to is sandals, flip-flops. Like that's it. You don't wear shoes around here. It's just not a shoe town. But yes, I'm going to have to remember to at least take shoes with me for just the axe throwing purposes. Cocteau says, I want some now. I know, man. I'm telling you, that was some good ice cream cake. Carvel ice cream cake have the chocolate crunchies. I've never had that. That sounds really good. All right, next story is about CPR and the importance of knowing CPR. Here is that story here. Taco Bell manager revives lifeless baby that pulled up to the drive-thru. The EMT said, my CPR saved his life. Here is that story here. It's incredible. This is why it's important to learn CPR, people.
The drive-through rescue by a Taco Bell manager in Pennsylvania who jumped into action to save a baby struggling to breathe. Morgan Norwood has the story. Good morning, Morgan.
Hey, good morning to you, George. That's right. Imagine that you're at a drive-through and your baby stops breathing. Well, what would you do? Well, fortunately, a Taco Bell employee knew the answer to that question. That heart-pounding rescue, all caught on camera.
It's the fast food franchise known for thinking outside the bun.
For the new Monterey chicken quesadilla, think outside the bun.
By the way, side note, guys, I hate Taco Bell. That's all. I think Taco Bell's disgusting.
And this morning, the franchise is living up to its tagline, thanks to a Taco Bell manager whose split-second decision led to a life-saving moment.
I pulled him out and he turned completely blue and was lifeless.
Oh,
Natasha
can you
Long
imagine
was going through the drive-thru with her son Miles.
I gotta say, like, I can't even imagine seeing that. Like I'd be freaking out if I saw a baby that was like turning blue, like dying in front of me. Like that is a freak out moment. Like if there's ever like a moment where you're gonna freak out, that is the moment. And this lady, for her to not freak out and just step up, that's a big deal.
When she realized he was struggling to breathe.
At that point, I just completely blacked out. I didn't know what to do.
Enter Taco Bell manager Becky Arbaugh to the rescue.
I threw my headset, I ran outside, so I took the baby and I started to do chest compressions on the baby, and then he finally started to breathe.
Baby Miles was
Thank
rushed to a
God
local
for this
hospital
woman.
for treatment, where his mom reports he's doing well. All of this as doctors try to figure out what caused his condition. The next day, Long called Taco Bell to thank Arbaugh for saving her son's life.
We couldn't be more grateful to Becky. She saved my son's life.
I just thought of myself as a mom with another mom that needed help.
Just chilling video. So Long and Arbaugh said that they've
Very
been in close contact every day, with Arbaugh even offering to sit in the hospital with baby Miles so his parents can get a little more time to themselves. Both said it was the beginning of a bond that they say will withstand the test of time. So glad baby Miles is doing well, but just hammers home the importance of CPR and knowing what to do in those situations.
Yes, hammers home the importance of CPR, people. I feel like I don't know if this show, after 182 shows, we've talked about CPR and how important it is. We talked about metal detecting and how awesome it is. There's so many things that this show constantly comes back to. There's just certain things in life that are just very important, like metal detecting. I gotta get myself one of those metal detectors, man. I tell you. Yarnwich says, y'all are tempting me to drive to the ice cream in my fridge, and I'm trying so hard to be good, especially after that planking story. Oh my God. I know. Girl, I know exactly how you feel. I should not have talked about the ice cream cake, especially on this show, after I'm trying to get you guys to do some planking. I mean, that woman, my God, the planking was amazing. You're right. Let's all remember that woman and go plank instead of eating ice cream. Thank you. Thank you, Yarnwich. Boosh has been a member for 22 months. Thank you so much for the member message saying 22 months. That's like 3 years. Thanks for all the hope and joy. Pretty lady. And this is the best chat. You guys rock. Aw, thank you, Boosh. Appreciate you. And thank you for all the support. I know it's been a long time. It sure as heck doesn't seem that long. Oh, man. It's so crazy. Only 182. Get to work. Okay. Almost 2 years. Yeah. Spike's doing math. Russell says, I feel like eating ice cream is a more constructive use of time. That's what Lizzo thought too, man. That's what Lizzo thought too. And well, here we are. Okay. Next story. And this is I gotta say, this is probably my favorite story of the day. I mean, I love that story that I made the highlighted story, meaning the people coming together and creating, just basically saving this dude's life. Very important, so courageous and inspiring. But my God, this next story is the funniest thing I've ever heard. And I cannot wait until I hear all your reactions and your jokes. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing the amount of jokes that are going to come from this story. And that is this one here. They kept attacking me. Squirrel defends man's home from burglar. This is amazing. Here we go.
We're still working on the being nice to people part. But maybe I shouldn't work on that too much because he obviously took care of the house.
Tonight, a 6 on Your Side exclusive. A Meridian man's pet squirrel literally goes nuts on a would-be burglar. The man returned home last week and discovered someone broke into his house and tried to steal his guns.
The burglar able
Tried
to
to
grab
steal
a few
his
small
guns.
things before things got a little squirrely. It's on Your Side's Lacey Darrow live in studio with the exclusive story.
Don, Michelle, some people have guard dogs, maybe even a protective cat, but it's a Meridian man's pet rodent that's being hailed a hero. Adam Pearl walked into his Meridian home Tuesday and realized something didn't seem right.
I came in the front door and, well, I saw snow prints out in the front driveway going to the back of the house. And so I thought something was awry because nobody usually goes through the yard.
Adam was immediately greeted by his pet squirrel Joey when he got home, but then he started noticing a few doors were open.
After making his way to the back bedroom, his fear was confirmed once he started looking at his gun safe.
I started looking at it, and I saw the scratches that were around the locking area. And at that point, I knew somebody was definitely in here messing around.
Adam called Meridian Police, and when Officer Ashley Turner came out to take a look, Joey just had to say hello.
And during her investigations, Joey had run in the bedroom just screwing around like he always does between her legs and kind of startled her. And she says, "Whoa, what was that?" I said, "Don't worry about that. That's just Joey, pet squirrel, you know."
Officer Turner asked Adam if Joey would bite.
I said, "Well, he usually doesn't bite, but you never know because he is a squirrel."
He's a squirrel.
Officer Turner went on her way, only to return a few hours later with some of
This is
his
the best
stolen
part.
belongings
This is
and
the best
some
part.
unbelievable news.
She said while she was questioning the individual, he had scratches on his hand. So she asked him, "So did you get that from the squirrel?" And he says, "Yeah, damn thing kept attacking me. I wouldn't stop until I left."
Now Joey is being hailed a hero.
Nobody can
Oh my
believe
God,
it
that
because
cracks me up.
Who can say they have a squirrel that guards their house? Which is crazy. You can't ask for much more than that. He's a pain in the butt, but he's great.
Amazing.
Adam says he thanked Joey by giving him his favorite treat. That, of course, is the candy Whoppers. Live in studio,
Candy
Lacey Darrow, 6
Whoppers
on
are
your
his
side.
favorite
Who
treat.
knew?
I don't know what to say about all that.
I like squirrel nuts growing up. That's about the best. But I've never had a squirrel as a pet.
Well, there you
guy
go.
just say I
A
like
ringing endorsement
nuts?
to go out and get one.
No.
Oh,
No.
guard squirrel. All right.
Wow. What? I think those guys were like, what did you just say? I hate news people. Yeah, I do too. They're the worst, but it was funny though. Like everybody was just like, wait, what? I know, right? It's like too much. They're the worst. Yarnwich says squirrel nuts. That must have been some kind of snack. I mean, let us pray that that's what that was. Oh no. So what do I think of a guard turtle? I think that would be amazing. Is there such thing as a guard turtle? I would be extremely down with a guard turtle.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right.
Oh boy. All right. This is the next story here. Cat missing for 5 years, found at a gas station 1,200 miles away, reunites with owners. This is from Tucson, Arizona. A lost Russian blue cat named Luke has been reunited with his owners, Cindy and Jeff Hall, 5 years after he disappeared from their Tuscan home. There is the kitty cat. My goodness, you must have been on a crazy adventure. 12 years ago, Cindy and Jeff Hall rescued Luke as a kitten from Positively. Wait, what? Positively? That's so cute. Positively? Oh, that's adorable. That's a cute name for a place. Positively Cat Shelter. For 7 years, Luke was cherished member of the family until one fateful day when he slipped out and didn't return. Despite their best efforts, which included searching their neighborhood and posting flyers, Luke remained missing for years. Eventually, the Halls moved to Nevada. never giving up hope, but believing they might never see their beloved cat again. See, there's the key right there, though. There's the key. Never giving up hope. I love that. However, fate had other plans. Last month, Positively Cats received an unexpected phone call informing them that Luke had been found at a gas station in Brinkley, AR, over 1,200 miles away from the Tuscan home. The shelter immediately contacted Cindy and Jeff with the incredible news that their long-lost cat was now alive, but had been found. Was not only alive, but had been found. Coordinating Luke's journey back home was no small feat. Alone to home, a volunteer transportation group stepped in to drive the 19-hour journey back from Arkansas back to Tuscan, ensuring Luke's safe return to his original owners. Oh, I love people like organizations like Alone to Home. There's a lot of them that do a lot of good things, and they're all volunteers volunteering their time to do good things like this. They're amazing people. There's they're reunited. Oh, the reunification. The kitty. Reflecting on Luke's extraordinary journey, Positiveville Cats took to social media to share their thoughts. Phew, if only Luke would tell us how he wound up so far from home. We're sure it would be a fabulous story, they wrote. And so there it is. Yay. So cute. So cute. I love it. Wait. Yeah, okay, I got that one. Arkansas? No, it's not. It's Arkansas. I used to say Arkansas all the time, and people were like, it's Arkansas. It's not Arkansas. I've learned that word. I've learned. Stop being squirrely. How dare you? So there you go. That was the story. Very, very cool story of a kitty on an adventure. I know, that was a big boy. He was eating well on his journey. Arkansas. 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 Okay. Anyways, that was the story, and that was the final story of the day. So I would like to thank you, each and every one of you, for coming to hang out with me today. It's been wonderful, as always, to chat with you and report good news to you. I hope you enjoyed it and give you back some positivity injected into your veins to hold you over until next week, where we reunite for more good news on this channel. As it will always be on Fridays at 2 p.m. Eastern. So thank you again for joining me. And special thanks to those of you who super chatted, became a member, gifted memberships, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and the way you do. And thank you for watching on Rumble, you guys, the Rumblers. Thank you so much for watching as well over on Rumble. And on X, if you were watching on X, thank you. 200 Watt Studios for $2 says, have to agree, the new setup, you look spectacular. Oh, thank you, 200 Watt Studios. Thank you so much. I think I look a little bit better now with this lighting, because the sun is starting to go down, and I don't know, I guess the lighting has changed. It wasn't looking too great at the beginning. But thank you. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It means a lot. It means a lot. You guys are great. You guys are great. Thank you again, everybody. Oh, 200 Watt Studios. Thank you. Am I playing games later on? Good question. I don't know. Maybe I want to play some Helldivers, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll get a chance to. Maybe I'll play some more of the stabby stab game at some point this weekend. I don't know. I don't have concrete plans, but keep an eye out on my Twitter because whenever I do play games, I'll announce it on there. And it'll be on the main channel. So there you go. Thank you again, everybody. Until next time, make sure you practice empathy, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, and I'll see you next time. Bye.